Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle, and this is Murder Mystery Monday. This is the final Jane Austen July-inspired Murder Mystery Monday. This month I've been focusing on mysteries set in the Regency time period, and that's a time period that I just love for my historical mysteries. And so today I have one final Regency-era historical mystery to recommend to you. And that is Murder on Black Swan Lane by Andrea Penrose. I love this series, and this is the first in the series of the Rexford and Sloane series. And for Regency-era historical mysteries, it is definitely in my top 5. It could potentially even be in my top 5 for historical mysteries as a whole. I really do enjoy this series as well. Now, this is a newer series from the others that I've been recommending. This is the first in the series that now has 5 or 6 books, I think, and this was published in 2017. In Regency London, an unconventional scientist and a fearless female artist form an unlikely alliance to expose a cold-hearted killer. The Earl of Rexford possesses a brilliant scientific mind, but boredom and pride lead him to reckless behavior. So when pompous, pious Reverend Josiah Holworthy publicly condemns him for debauchery, Rexford unsheathes his rapier-sharp wit and strikes back. As their war of words escalates, London's most popular satirical cartoonist, A.J. Quill, skewers them both. But then the clergyman is found slain in a church, his face burned by chemicals, his throat slashed ear to ear, and Rexford finds himself the chief suspect. An artist in her own right, Charlotte Sloane has secretly slipped into the persona of her late husband, using his nom de plume, A.J. Quill. When Rexford discovers her true identity, she fears it will be her undoing, but he has a proposal. Use her sources to unveil the clergyman's clandestine involvement in questionable scientific practices and unmask the real murderer. Soon, Lord Rexford and the mysterious Mrs. Sloane plunge into a dangerous shadow world hidden among London's intellectual enclaves to trap a cunning adversary before they fall victim to the next experiment in villainy. So, I love the characters in this book, in this series. They're fantastic and really interesting. I love Mrs. Sloane. She's an unlikely female character for the time period. She is a widow and an unknown satirist. Nobody knows that she is A.J. Quill, and she's brilliant. She's really, really smart. And then we have the Earl of Rexford, who is an earl, and so, you know, a lot of times they're portrayed as indolent and arrogant, and you know, they don't do anything or contribute anything to society. But Rexford is a man who loves science and definitely contributes to society. He's part of the royal, whatever the society is, and conducts experiments and is just fascinated by that world. Now, granted, he is still an earl, so there is a certain level of arrogance, but I don't know how you can get away with that. But yeah, the characters in here are fantastic, and the mysteries are really good. And again, the author has done a really good job of dropping you into this time and place. So yeah, I just really, really enjoy Murder on Black Swan Lane and the series altogether. All right, I will read to you from the beginning. This is the prologue. A flicker of weak light skittered over the stone floor, followed by the soft scrape of steps and the whispered whoosh, whoosh of mist-dampened wool. Quickening his pace, a lone man moved down the nave's aisle, the shoulder capes of his greatcoat fluttering darkly against the shroud of shadows. At the transept, he paused and angled the iron lantern at a row of close-set granite pillars guarding the apse. A figure slipped out from the silvered gloom. "You're bloody late." Okay, so for today's Murder Mystery Monday, I recommend Murder on Black Swan Lane by Andrea Penrose. Have you read any Andrea Penrose? Have you read Murder on Black Swan Lane? Let's talk in the comment section down below because I love that. And I will see you for another video soon. Bye.